In my series of strategies to accelerate your recovery, meditation and hypnosis are amazing ways to move your unconscious mind into a place of safety. And when your unconscious mind moves into a place where protection sensations are no longer necessary, then your pain, your anxiety, your gastric issues, your fatigue can fade. All of these sensations are meant to protect you. So, when you meditate, you enter a different brain state where things just completely calm down. With hypnosis, you get an even more powerful experience because you're in that altered state, but you're being guided and you're being shaped and you're being sculpted. Your unconscious mind is being sculpted into the working program that you want. So we show up in these bodies with pretty dysfunctional nervous systems. They don't function like animals. They function in a much different way. They believe that things that happened in the past are still happening. We get protection sensations for things which are completely safe, like public speaking, for example. People would rather actually die than public speak. In many cases, according to the research, that's like the number one most fearful thing to do. Why? Because we evolved in a time where if you were public speaking and you said something that wasn't received well by the leaders of the time, the warlords or the kings or the army, the guard, the whatever, then that meant death. And so those who were extremely sensitive to their speech were the ones who evolved to be us. So we have these really, really hypersensitive nervous systems when we show up. And our job on the recovery road is to bring them into a new state of being, into a balanced, into a transformed space where we're no longer crawling through sympathetic over response all the time, which leads to lots of illness, lots of pain, lots of dysfunction. Instead, we're wanting to tone our nervous systems. We're wanting to put our nervous systems into a very responsive but not reactive state. So we're able to respond to challenges that come up. When stress happens, we can handle it. We can have a lot of things happen. And we're just calm, we're cool, we look at what's happening from a mindful place. Meditation will get you to a mindful place. Part of my background is a deep practice of Vipassana meditation, Buddha's original meditation. I went to the Himalayas in India. There's actually an article on the internet from Go World Travel where I detailed a journal of the 10 days where I was silently meditating for 14 hours a day on very little food and surrounded by other people, other men who were meditating in a very inhospitable situation, very inhospitable space. So very cold, very rainy, constantly rainy up in these mountains with monkeys swinging around, monkeys harassing us and fighting with wild dogs in the camp, malarial mosquitoes, and sleeping on a board with a blanket. That's it, just a wool blanket. That's all I had to keep me warm. So Vipassana meditation allowed me to move through that experience with mindfulness, training myself to be aware of my breath, the sensations of my breath, and then training myself to become embodied. So meditation can really transform you. And I highly recommend it as a strategy to accelerate your recovery. Hypnosis is amazing. If you work with a rapid resolution therapy facilitator or therapist, they are trained, as I am trained, also in clinical hypnosis. So a number of my trainings, I've done 5 extensive trainings in this. I've been training for 28 years in this and this modality. And so the clinical hypnosis aspect of it is implemented into the sequence of techniques which I do when I'm moving a client to clear and to shift something or multiple things, to clear a trauma, to shift unconscious mind into working in a new way. So embrace that. I would not personally want to work with another hypnotherapist or hypnotist because some of the other trainings in this are memorization based. They're based on scripts. They're not attentive to language. They're not precise with language. They're not speaking in a way that's going to move you where you want to move. So reach out to me if you have any questions about the way I work. I have 15-minute consultations for free. So you show up and you tell me what's happening with you, and I tell you how we are going to move through that together and get you to the other side. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching my channel, subscribing to my channel, putting hearts on my Instagram posts and on my Facebook posts. I really appreciate you. I'm wanting to build a community of support here. So as I build that, as I work with clients, I'm going to have more offerings in the future. Please stay tuned and let me know what you need, what you want to hear about. If you want a video about a certain topic, I'm here for you. And I've probably had experience with whatever you're asking about. I had a long journey through my own particularly vivid and fiery hell, and I'm happy to be on the other side, helping others, helping you to get clear, to move into a space where you can really enjoy life and really be present with the people around you, with the animals, with nature, and with yourself.